Well, that sounds great. Well, I'll see you about 5 then, if that's all right with you. Oh yeah. Oh sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was asleep. And all right. Very good. See you in a little bit. Bye.
You don't mind if I take your picture, do you?
Absolutely not.
So yeah, you traveled all over. What size was that RV? Oh, you had
The
various
first one I got was 29 feet.
That's a good size.
And we drove, well, that was an average. You could get them as close as 25. You can get them as close as 20 even. You can get vans that have sleeping quarters in that.
Yeah, I've seen
I
those.
never cared for that small. That was really awful small. And then it made a lot of racket when you drove. I felt anyhow. No, I bought one. Joanne dies in August, and I buy another one in August because I was ready to travel. And I knew I was moving to Arizona, so I was going to use the RV in traveling there. And I had to go down to somewhere in Kentucky and pick up the RV.
You bought it used, or
Oh no, I bought it used. Everything was used except one, except maybe two I bought. And I got into some awful nice ones. And the last one I had was, oh God, it was really spectacular.
So you would recommend this dealer in Indiana, or did you buy from individuals?
In Tucson.
You bought from individuals. You would buy from a private individual,
No,
or
I would usually go to a dealership.
yeah.
But that way you have a little bit of leeway in the quality that you're buying and whether or not they fix it up or not. But they're already, I start seeing it in the on the computer. The advertisements are coming in. But no, Dolores, I met Janice in October of '07. The year I moved. We both moved. We're moving into a place in Tucson. And I had
Were you in Tucson or Green Valley though?
Well, Tucson area, but now I was in Green Valley. That's where the meetings were and all. And well, she and I hit it off pretty well.
Yeah.
And,
that's great.
It was really
5 years.
She was a lot of fun to travel, but it finally evolved that we didn't want to stay in Arizona during the summer months, so we would leave the 1st of June and come back on the 1st of October.
Oh,
so
excellent.
We would be out 4 months.
Did you plan an itinerary or like just follow your?
If you want to go there, let's go.
Yeah.
No, I did. You know, some of the times I remember we were going west and we decided we wanted to go to Helena, Montana, so turned around and went to Helena, Montana.
Did you stay in each place for a week or 2 weeks or a month or just every?
In those days, we were the kind that was looking every morning. And it evolved that every morning we would get up and Janice would say, "Well, I wonder what's around the corner up here," and so we'd pack up.
Like that Charles Kuralt show,
yeah,
you remember?
That's right.
On the Road or whatever.
Actually,
it was?
We were there at his hometown, a little town with the name of Two Bridges in southern Montana. And,
wow.
Well, it's kept pretty secret as to where that he did that.
Also, that extracurricular girlfriend he had for years was also a secret.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's where he had his secret secret affair.
He did some things in. He did some things in Missoula, Montana.
Yeah.
Which really wasn't very far away from there, and but
wow.
God, that's a beautiful area.
I should take some of my IRA money and buy one.
Well.
Oh man.
My attitude was, if I can do it, I'm going to do it. And,
yeah, as long as you're able.
Luckily, my kids didn't know what kind of money I was spending at the time, and it really didn't make any difference anyhow. God damn, it was my money. I'm going to spend it. And they were encouraging. Jennifer particularly, she wasn't fretting about. I was 80 years old and I started to travel. All right,
I guess
78.
there's hope for me yet.
Well, of course there
Oh
is.
my God. One.
You can deal on that. Have you ever driven up to the big dealership here in Chicago area?
No, no.
Oh,
Where is that?
North on Rand Road. Oh, where do you turn? You turn on 76, I think, and you go a little to the west, maybe a couple miles, and it's there.
What city is it in?
Well, I
Antioch
can't
or
tell you.
something?
I don't know. It's called Camping World, and you pull it up in your computer.
Camping World. I'll find that. That's easy to
They're all
find.
over the country, and they're the big ones that I used to deal with. I knew the salesman and all, and I could do very well for you if we were in Tucson, because they still remember me because I was buying an RV a year.
You trade in the old one or something, or sell the old one?
One time we left Scottsdale, Nebraska. Do you know where that is?
Scottsdale, Nebraska. Never heard of Nebraska.
It's at the end of the train. It's at the end of the train. You take the train here, and you ride it clear at the end, and you're in Scottsdale. You're clear almost in Montana, but you're still in Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Well, we'd gone down there. I said, I want to see that town, and it had some very nice things in it. It was fun to go there, but we turned around. We were going toward Casper, Wyoming. Now, I think that's a very romantic spot for campers. There's a lot of things you can. The mountains are starting there.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyhow, I was leaving. I was leaving Casper, and well, you know, the end of the town was right there, and I had just checked my bank account, and I said to Janice, I said, if you had a lot of money, what could we buy that would be a lot of fun for us? Well, we drove all the way, all around southern Montana, southern South Dakota, excuse me. We went out and crossed the Mississippi River, and then we came back, and we were in northern Minnesota. And I was dealing with my guy on the phone, and I bought one on the goddamn phone. And you ought to have seen what we got. It was...
Well, were you in the town when you bought it, so you could just go over and pick it up?
No.
So how did you go back? You had to go back and...
we turned around. We went to Des Moines.
But how were you getting around then? Did you have a car? Or?
No, I had an RV.
An RV, and you just got another one.
Smaller version.
Okay.
And so we went to Des Moines. Went to and this was probably in '09. I believe it was '09. And we turned around, and 2 days it took us to drive back to Tucson. And I got there, and you ought to have seen what the hell I bought.
You bought it sight unseen.
Oh, God, it had a single glass windshield.
Yeah.
8 feet.
Oh, that's like a greenhouse. Yeah.
And I think it was 5 feet tall. And I tell you, you go down the wheel with your hand in the steering wheel, and you're looking out this windshield.
Panoramic.
Spectacular, because you're about other drivers. Your head is that much higher than their head.
Yeah.
So you look over and you can see what's going on.
What make and model was that? Do you remember?
Sure. Ooh. I can't come up with it now.
That sounds like an
See, that one was about 30 feet long. And it had a bed in the back, and my bed was the couch. And I just simply, at night, I'd pull the couches off and push them aside, and then pull it out. And oh God, that was nice. Oh, that was really.
If you had it, I'd buy it. I think the way you're.
Well, It takes an adventuresome person to do that.
Yeah, well, you know, Ron Vargason and Barbara,
Yes.
they have they have a camper.
Yeah.
Only it's like
Winnebago, I think, isn't it?
it's a Mercedes. It's like that
Oh,
Mercedes.
they've got that front-wheel drive one.
Well, it's built on a Mercedes
Yeah.
chassis, but it's like a cargo van
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that you know, and
Not very big.
they go everywhere with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In fact, I wanted to go look at it sometime. He said I could do that.
Yeah, there's one for sale across the street from Jennifer right now.
Oh,
There was when I was up there a little while ago.
You got my juices going here, Hal.
Well,
Man,
it's a lot of fun.
I should do something
Would
like
Irene
that.
want to do that type of activity?
I don't know. I'm afraid.
Have you ever talked to her
I'm
about
afraid to ask her. Well, I'll ask her now. It seems like every idea I come up with, she's always got some kind of drawback. You know, like, oh, I can't do this, or you know, blah blah.
Well,
I'm tempted just to go myself.
I was lucky running into Janice.